Good evening, YouTube. My name is Hayes Clark, and of course I'm Banlist. So yeah, I think it was like a few hours ago, they actually came out with the confirmed ban list that will be going in effect on 28th of January 2019, which is Monday. So yeah, new cards get banned, new cards get limited, and some cards even come off the list entirely. Nothing semi-unlimited though, for some reason. So yeah, I'm going to start off with what they've just banned, because that's the most dramatic stuff. So yeah, the first thing that to get banned, and probably the one that had me really kind of happy, is like Fairy Tale Snow. I mean, it's just like, I come up against Fairy Tale Snow quite a bit, and I always hate it when that card happens, because it's just like, the graveyard can feel so much easier. It's that you have to keep track of that as a potential disruptor, negation body, Pleiades-esque. And you have to, having to keep track of this too Snow is really annoying, because I've had scenarios where I lost duels due to forgetting it was there. And that's kind of why I don't like it. Not so much due to its inherent value, but it's still probably worthy of being banned, because Light Swans, Grasshook Screamer, I think that card got banned actually. Can't remember. And other things could drive so much value from it. It's crazy, like. So yeah, I'm kind of happy it's gone. Grind to Golem makes sense. I think for a while after 5 these, it was kind of had to be limited because of that crazy engine and the plays it could spring off into just by having it into your hand. So yeah. And the fact that it can still do those plays just significantly this consistently is probably also quite there. So yeah. Next one, Topologic Gumblar Dragon. This card has been a contentious issue in the community since the last ban list changed. And yeah, I definitely support it. So yeah. Gumblar Dragon is famous for that combo where you can just like combo decks that are focused on summoning it, special summon monster to its link to use its effect and discard 2 cards. Then during your opponent's turn, using an effect special summon to his link again, and then force your opponent to discard even more cards. And this was kind of like a pseudo FTK, which is not a playstyle that you really want to encourage in this game. Even though they get to choose, losing 4 cards is never a good option. So yeah. Next is number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. This card had come up in so many combos and FTKs. I feel like that's kind of what they were going for, really. And last one is probably my favourite number monster, because he supported one of my favourite archetypes in the Out era and has a very cool design, and it was really fun to just like stomp people out of him, but through experimentation people discovered a combo with that rank 3 Gossip Shadow, and now he's banned. That being number 86, Heroic Champion, Rongomniad. So yeah. Being able to summon a monster that was completely unaffected by card effects and blocking your opponent from summoning anything else meant not even Kaijus could deal with him. And it was practically impossible to win. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to do it. So yeah. And given how much surprisingly easy the combo is, yeah. Soul Charge is now banned. Thank criminy. I'm like, yeah, I was just like, nothing feels worse than just skillfully negating everything your opponent has and then just watching them Soul Charge for more plays. Just like, no. So yeah, that's all the new bans. Quite a lot of changes actually compared to last time where they banned Firewall. Usually it's fine. Like, limited to 1 per decks. Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. If memory serves, he got an errata, changing him from a semi-Nomi to a regular Nomi, so he can't be brought back from graveyard, and you also cannot activate any other card or effects during the same time you use his effect. Other than that, it works pretty much the same, which is a pretty big deal since you can't follow up with things like, say, Sangan, or Mizuki, or I'm not entirely sure what you can do with this. Someone will probably figure that out, but until then. Cyberstein. So yeah, I don't think this thing has come under any changes. So yeah. Ray, bring back, pay 5,000 points to bring out Fusion Monster. Like, I'm not entirely sure which ones you're supposed to bring out off the top of my head, because there are some funny... there's probably some funny combos, but I can't remember what any of them are. Like, I guess there's Cyber Twin Dragon, but I say that. It's been, like, over a decade of Fusion Monsters really since then. I'm sure people can come up with very creative stuff. So, yeah. We've got limited to one deck, Dark Grepher. So, yeah, this is probably just, like... No more Dark Warrior Engine. No more. So yeah, that's probably shut that down. Hate to be an all-cost player. I say that, you're probably still elated for the stuff inside Dark Neostorm. So yeah. Previously banned, Charit, the Strategist of Necros, now at 1 per deck. If I'm correct, he can be tributed as the entire tribute for a ritual summon of Necros, and that, if tributed, adds a warrior type Necros ritual monster. Like, man, these cards are really hard to remember, aren't they? Off the top of your head. So yeah, I don't entirely know how much impactful sure it will be, but the Necros are occasionally pop up in my Riga Pro games, so maybe they'll be crazy. Maybe they won't be. So yeah, the last is Brilliant Fusion, which feels very fair. That play is always ridiculously powerful and gets you so much value. So I can definitely see incentivation of wanting to limit it. If what's it called, the Predator Plant Engine doesn't benefit too much from it. So yeah. Although a lot of decks definitely have a harder time competing, like Batterymen, any deck that likes to use it, which is a lot of decks actually. So yeah. Gold Sarcophagus. This hit is probably aimed at Thunder Dragon, but if you're a Metaphys fan, like I'm not, you'll probably be quite sad. So yeah. Magical Midbreaker Field, being limited to 1 per deck. If I'm correct, people use this for 2 things. One is to combine it with set rotation to lock out your opponent's field zone, which could be brutal depending on the format, or they could summon it, rendering their monsters undestroyable or targetable during your opponent's turn, preventing things like, say, Infinite Impermanence, Veiler, and even Ghost Ogre from working. Which is just like... can be surprisingly helpful. And it's surprisingly versatile. Limited to 1 per deck, Scapegoat. It was going to happen eventually. Limited to 1 per deck, Slash Draw. Slash Draw FTK is no longer possible. In case you're not familiar, immediately after the Firewall, Danger Darkroad Firewall loop got stopped, Dangers figured out that they could use Slash Draw by basically going into combos involving Tomahawk and Skuldred and Curios, and cycling through the deck, using Skuldred to put Slash Draw on the bottom of the deck, and then using the effect of Slash Draw to draw it again, destroying everything on the field, doing loads of damage, and just basically OTKing. I mean FTKing, like. Yeah, no more Slash Draw FTK, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I actually really liked how they approached Slash Draw's design, but yeah, it's just like, as a card that could occasionally score you a very fun, as a subpar draw card that could occasionally score you a cheap out of nowhere win, it was just hilarious. My proudest achievement was surviving a random Slash Draw. So yeah. But Slash Draw being limited to deck is probably okay. Semi-limited list, it says no changes, which is moving on. Next are things being unlimited. Insector Hornet. Insector Dragonfly is still at 1, so I don't... And Pico Farina doesn't really do much of anything at all, so I'm not entirely sure what you'll do with this. people or experiment. Dark Refer being at one now, but maybe some new Insector support cards coming out. I don't know. There's the Necros of Brianarch. I think this was at 2 earlier. They're just easing up. I'm guessing they're easing up restrictions on these decks as they get increasingly power crept. But yeah, I'd say that Hornet's still good. Dragonfly's at 1. Because I'm pretty sure you could do some OTK, or was it FTKs? Who knows? So yeah, Unlimited, Exciton Knight. He wasn't doing all that much, so man, I remember hearing this get confirmed and it was just like, I think I can't remember if it was this or Card Destruction, but the response to hearing this thing get unbanned was just bursting out into laughter. No longer on the list is Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. So yeah, Kaiju Engine is back, baby. Whether you like it or not. I'm intrigued. I'm guessing, cynically from a marketing standpoint, this does coincide with the release of that new Kaiju monster in Savage Strike, Mecha Thunder King. Although that's still, it doesn't, especially since, what's it called again, is unaffected by the effects of Kaiju cards, so he's actually immune to getting blown up by thingy. But, they really did shoot themselves in the foot designing Thunder King. Stormforth! Over possibilities for tribute decks like Monarchs, Batterymen. Oh yeah. Vampires, maybe? I don't know. The extra deck restriction isn't all that favourable for vampires, but. Or maybe I could make it work. So yeah, it's like. I was talking to my older brother, like, where he pretty much expressed the most excitement over Stormforth coming back because he can give Batterymen another shot again until he remembered that Brilliant Fusion is hit and Batterymen are a user like to use that card. So yeah. This could affect a lot of decks and potentially see some interesting roguey things come in. Eradicator Epidemic Virus. So yeah, Eradicator is at 3 now, so hold on to your spell cards. So yeah, I don't think maybe Lair of Darkness hasn't underperformed, so maybe they're throwing it a bone, but I don't know. I can't really speak to their motivation, although if I don't try, this video would get a lot more dull, so let's see. Infernity Barrier, guessing as things get increasingly power crept, is like they introduce things like that Salamangreat counter trap and that Orcus counter trap. So Infernity Barrier, compared to those two, isn't very that powerful, although there are combos that can lead to you having it multiple of it set up. I'd like to see some new cards get injected into the Infernity archetype because it could be some cool ideas. So yeah. Especially since, unlike the 2 cards counter traps I just mentioned, Infernity Barrier isn't locked to hard once per turn. So if you have multiples, you can activate them all in the same turn. Wind Up Magician's at 3. I can't remember it was previously, but it's at 3 now. I feel happy for Wind Up fans, I guess. I think I remember when that card deck was just everywhere. Oh yeah, I remember. Wind Up Hand Loop. Just getting nostalgic for having your hand destroyed on turn 1. Yeah, Gumblar. Oh yeah, now at 3, Hyperlibrarian. He's at 2, he's now at 3. That's just amazing just how dominant and just incredibly overwhelming this card was when it was big. It's just like insane. And the last card to be returned to 3 per deck is Limiter Removal. Some machine decks might be able to use it to pull out an OTK where they otherwise wouldn't have had one, but I don't see Limiter Removal doing much since it's not a combo piece. it's a brick. And that... Fair enough, I'm quite simple as to what this thing does, actually. So yeah, new day, new format. Happy New Year, viewers.